Good morning, I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for streaming with us. In today's update, nearly 200 fires are burning right now in Washington, Oregon, and California, and thousands are still racing to evacuate. The Creek Fire in Northern California, one of the largest right now, is burning an area the size of New York City's Central Park every half hour. And a fire in Medford, Oregon, burning 3,000 acres, has already destroyed at least 700 buildings. Strong winds and high temperatures are fueling those flames. Gusting Santa Ana winds are also expected in California today. Late-stage coronavirus vaccine trials at the University of Oxford are temporarily on hold after a recipient got sick. The company behind the vaccine, AstraZeneca, is now investigating whether the illness is a side effect. It says this kind of pause is a routine action for safety and hopes any potential impact on the trial timeline will be minimal. Meanwhile, the UK is issuing a new coronavirus crackdown. Prime Minister Boris Johnson is announcing a ban on most gatherings of more than 6 people. That's down from 30 people. The UK had been easing restrictions since May, but cases are now rising. And fans will have to find a new way to keep up with the Kardashians. After 20 seasons, Keeping Up with the Kardashians will be coming to an end. The final season would air early next year on E! The Kardashian-Jenner family said in a joint statement, quote, "We've decided as a family to end this very special journey. We're beyond grateful to all of you who've watched us for all these years." And now to some new hope on the job front from Amazon. The company is announcing a new initiative to facilitate hiring across the country. The job market is still down about 11.5 million jobs since the start of the pandemic. Our Rebecca Jarvis has a closer look at what employers are looking for and Amazon's new plan to help you snag those opportunities from the comfort of your own home.
This morning, an entirely virtual career fair that could help land you a 6-figure job and one-on-one career coaching. Amazon exclusively telling Good Morning America of plans to host its first ever virtual career day. The free event happening on September 16th includes interactive workshops, speaker sessions, and for 20,000 people, one-on-one coaching. The retail giant will also hire 33,000 new corporate and technology workers at an average salary of $150,000. Some with placement at HQ2 in Arlington, Virginia, where the company continues expanding after opening last year. But with more than 29 million Americans still filing for unemployment benefits, where else can people find work?
You know, the industries that are hiring are the industries that are helping the U.S. navigate this new normal. So it's transportation and logistics, it's healthcare, it's retail. We're seeing lots of demand for software, IT, really jobs that are helping us figure out how to work from home, school from home, etc.
Instacart, Lowe's, and Walmart among those hiring. According to LinkedIn, some of the most in-demand skills listed in 83% of job postings include data science, data storage technologies, and technical support.
It really depends on the company, but a lot of these jobs don't require 4-year degrees. A lot of companies that we're seeing that are hiring, like CVS Health, Instacart, IBM, SpaceX, they have a lot of jobs right now that they're hiring.
And now major tech companies, including Google and IBM, offering high-growth jobs, no college degree required. Another great free resource is the nonprofit called Year Up. After a 6-month high-tech training program, they will match you with internships at companies like Bank of America, Salesforce, and Microsoft so that you can obtain the skills that are most in demand today without a 4-year college degree. We need to see a lot more of it. Diane?
That is some news we can use. Rebecca, thanks for the tips. And big news from the Oscars. The Academy is rolling out new rules making representation and inclusion a requirement for Best Picture contenders. ABC's TJ Holmes has more on that.
The Motion Picture Academy of Arts and Sciences revealing a major shakeup in the Oscars rules.
And the Oscar goes to...
The Academy, battling criticism for a lack of diversity among Oscar winners, is rolling out new criteria for which movies can qualify for the coveted Best Picture category.
The Academy
forced Hollywood's hand today. We have been talking about this for decades, about representation within film, both in front of the camera, behind the camera.
Starting in 2025, Best Picture nominees will be required to meet 2 out of 4 major eligibility requirements focused on diversity in front of the camera.
You need to fulfill one of these 3 things: have a leader supporting actor that is of underrepresented racial or ethnic group, or your general ensemble has to be made up of 30% of all actors in secondary or minor roles that are women, racial or ethnic group.
Behind the scenes crew will need to be inclusive as well. The rules putting pressure on studios and agencies to create paid internship and apprenticeship programs for minorities and underrepresented groups. Reaction to the new rules was swift, with actress and Academy member Kirstie Alley calling it a disgrace to artists everywhere. But film editor Catherine Haight says the new criteria might not go far enough, tweeting, "Meeting 2 of those qualifications really isn't hard."
Parasite.
Recent Best Picture winners like Parasite, The Shape of Water, and even the divisive Green Book would all qualify for the category under the new rules. But analysts say movies like 2015's winner Spotlight might not make the cut.
It's time. They knew, and they let it happen.
The Spotlight make it a heavily male cast. You only have Rachel McAdams. So this is where I think the rules are open to loopholes. Is it a movie about an underrepresented group? Is it a movie about LGBTQ issues? Because there is themes in there that deal with that subject.
So some criticism has come because the movies will have to meet 2 of those 4 categories. One of those guidelines that can be met simply by having a certain number of women and minorities in internships. And some people will argue, well, that doesn't exactly help on-screen diversity. So that debate will continue. But of note, the Academy, which has been trying to now, after 5 years of Oscar So White, improve diversity, well, it has improved its membership, which was 92% white at the time that Oscar So White started. Well, now it's 84% white, an improvement, but still some work needing to be done. Many will still argue, Diane.
All right, TJ Holmes for us. Thanks, TJ. Finally, a new study on mice could hold the key for future travel to Mars. Scientists injected mice with a muscle-building drug and sent them into space for a month on the International Space Station. Well, they found that the mice were able to keep their muscle. The findings hold promise for preventing muscle and bone loss in astronauts on long space trips, but researchers say there's still much more work to be done before testing that drug on humans. And for more on science and technology, let's head over to ABC's Kenneth Moten.
In today's Tech Bites, news of Apple's next launch. The tech giant is expected to unveil its new Apple Watch and iPad at an online-only event next Tuesday. The company sent out an invitation with the caption, "Time flies," a hint the event will focus on the new watch. Apple says its new 5G iPhones will be delayed due to the pandemic. Uber is going green, vowing that its entire fleet will be made up of electric cars exclusively by 2030. The company plans to commit $800 million to help its drivers make the transition, and General Motors will offer Uber drivers employee pricing. Finally, a big honor for the founder of Zoom. Eric Yuan has entered Forbes 400 richest Americans list at number 43. His fortune is said to be worth nearly $16 billion. Those are your Tech Bites. Diane, I wonder why Zoom shares have skyrocketed so much. Back to you.
Can't imagine, Kenneth. And that does it for this ABC News Live update. I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for joining us. And remember, ABC News Live is here for you all day with the latest news, context, and analysis. Up next, GMA's top stories. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.